to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Palmer Park, Maryland, a legend of the sport, the 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
This is an arena fight. You couldn't have got anybody else in this place.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. That jab doesn't find a home. Good looking jab. Punch, counter punch. Defense is not an option for these two. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They're elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Straight right just misses. Just misses with that jab. There's a counter shot. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good one. And he misses with that jab. Nice counter. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement, move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Every time you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That bell could not...
Come on.
Here we go for round two. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punching. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. He threw a punch and just got countered. The jab doesn't quite connect. ready for that counter punch. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Nice counter shot. That counter shot lands. They block that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That jab misses. Nice counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A perfect counter shot. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. The perfect counter lands. Jab slightly off target. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Beautiful counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt.
Need you to switch back.
And there's the bell to start round 3. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Hey, those punches add up. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He misses with that straight left. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Good counter punch. Done with that counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. And he scores with the counter. Catch and shoot. They exchange punches. How about that time counter shot? They both want a highlight reel knockout. Those counter punches have to hurt. He just missed with that left jab. punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last one. Here we go to the fourth round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off the tech and everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? Can't land the jab there. Counter punch right up the middle. Holding nothing back here in the round. Beautiful counter punch. Sugar Ray's in trouble. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
And Sugar is in trouble. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
Because when you talk about
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, slept right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Missing with that jab. Punch, counter punch. And he scores with the counter. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. That counter punch caught him clean. You don't want to trade shots. Good counter punch. Nice counter shot. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to... Whoa, wait a minute! And Sugar Ray is rocked! It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
The straight right just misses. The perfect counter lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. Straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in. Here we go in the 6th round. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
That counter shot lands. Nice counter. There's a counter shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Wow, what a shot! And it's over! A home run swing, and that will do it here. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Are you okay? You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.